Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is your 2018 yearly overview reading. This is where we'll look at what 2018 has in store for your sign. This reading is similar to the 11-card personal reading I provide. The only difference is in the personal reading, I give info for you personally and answer any questions you may have in any category you're most interested in career, love, money, relationships, and so on. If you'd like a personal private reading, request one at my website at simplytarot.com. I will get back to you within 24 hours. I want to thank you to those who've already contacted me. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I also want to thank you for watching, for liking, for commenting, and subscribing. With your engagement, you allow me to see that my efforts are helping and aiding you, and I appreciate that so much. All right, now here's your reading. Hello, Libra. This is your 2018 overview reading for your sign. This is a general reading, so not everything will apply to everyone. I encourage you to look at your moon and your rising sign videos for this year as well for better clarity. Let me explain the cards. So these three cards are your tarot cards. These three are the oracle cards that support them. These in the middle are your 2018, your situation, your present situation in that 2018 year. Those two cards over there are your possible obstacle cards for the year. These two over here are your possible outcome or solution cards for the year. And that card up there is your guidance card for the entire year. I'm going to get straight into it, okay? If you've been following me for a while, I've been doing readings for Libra for like a few months now. And most of the time, you've been getting the Queen of Cups. That card been showing up a lot for Libras, for a lot of the signs as well, but a lot for Libras, especially in the last couple weeks. This card represents your struggle for 2018, the thing you're going to have to contend with. And that is, you will be looking for the respect from others because you feel like you haven't received it. You feel like people walk all over you, that people just do what they want when it comes to your environment, your situation. They don't take your feelings into account. They don't look at the situation through your eyes. Whatever this is for you, you just kind of feel disrespected, you know? And you've been waiting for this fill in your cup from others. And this is a theme that I see may go into 2018 as well, especially with the Five of Wands right next to it. Now remember, those are your possible obstacles. And the Five of Wands talks about tension amongst others in certain relationships. Now this tension can be due to a misunderstanding, to jealousy, to resentment, to just a need for control over you. Whatever this is for you, I do feel like this is a thing that will be kind of stuck with you in 2018 unless one thing, unless you're no more Mr. Nice Guy, unless you're no more Mrs. Nice Girl, you know what I mean? Because what it requires is for you to communicate. Now, I said this a lot. I've been saying it every time that card comes up. I say it's time for you to put your foot down. For a lot of you, this may very well mean that you have yet to do so, that you still feel a bit uncomfortable in speaking up or even acting out. You want to keep the peace. I mean, Libras are all about staying neutral, staying in the middle, not doing too much of this or too much of that. There's no extremes with a lot of Libras. They want things to be peaceful, just, equal, and fair. But this year requires you to open up all facets, communicate in every form of the word, verbally, non-verbally. Like, you have to make your voice heard. You have to make your voice and your intentions and your needs known to others. You have to do this if you want their respect or if you want them to stop treating you like a doormat. However, those are the obstacles or the possible obstacles you may have to contend with. But look at the beginning of your year, Libra. You have the Star card and serendipity in support of that. You have a path lit up for you that will take you down the bright road you're seeking. Something or someone, or possibly just you, have shined a light on this path, and it's like you finally see it. You finally could step foot on it and go after what it is you want. And serendipity is supporting that. That shows that you may have a higher power on your side. You may have someone that has passed that may be looking over your shoulder and steering you in the right direction, kind of lighten that path for you to make it easier for you, to kind of lighten the load for you. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of Libras, they've been going through it. Like, you guys have been going through it this year, at least the end of the year. And so you need this. You know what I mean? Definitely at the beginning of the year, going straight into 2018, keep your eyes peeled for the signs. You will see signs. You will encounter paranormal things. You might even feel a connection to something divine or otherworldly, as in spirit guides, angels, the universe. You'll feel that tug. The universe is kind of pulling to get you on that path, you know? You have to stay open to it. You have to tune into it so you stay on that path. That path, it's already there for you. You just got to find it. And sure enough, that light, that spotlight is going to be glowing down on it just so you cannot miss it, you know? Moving into the middle of the year, you have patience, which is temperance in traditional tarot, and a new life oracle card to support it. Now, this talks about your tendency to possibly go back or go into habits, forming habits, or to kind of go back to old habits. You may have this habit that's been with you for a while, and it could possibly be in relation to how you treat other people and how they treat you, the way you communicate with other people. The habit you may have to keep the peace and to make things equal and fair, and possibly keeping quiet and sitting still and not ruffling any feathers. That may be this habit you may have that will need a new life put into it. In other words, you will have to switch things up, because new life says that things will be new, fresh. You're getting a new start. You're getting a new opportunity, a second chance, in other words. And this second chance could help you clear those bad habits that will allow you to open up and communicate, and not only open up and communicate, but go after what it is you want in any endeavor, including love, including career, with your money, with your family, so on and so forth. Towards the end of the year, you have the Page of Air and All That Glitters Oracle card to support it. Believe it or not, the Page of Air talks about communication. It also talks about something new that you may have to learn. You may have to acquire some skills or knowledge, and this can be in communication, because air is swords in traditional tarot, and swords in traditional tarot talks about communication, intellect, words, and speaking, non-verbal words, that sort of thing, messages, in other words. And All That Glitter supports it, and this talks about you looking below the surface level of a situation. So it's definitely a time for you to learn some things. You're going to dig deep. You're going to possibly do some research. You're probably going to acquire some new skills and new knowledge. It's a period of searching, learning, investigating, scrutinizing, that sort of thing. And wherever this is in regards to, I do feel like it will be a success for you. It's something that's on your path that you will definitely have to contend with. Also, in your possible outcome position, you have the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. This talks about a need you have to probably spend time with yourself, kind of find yourself, or even do that research we've been talking about. It's a time for you to kind of explore within, see what it is you really want out of life, out of this year, out of your career, out of your relationships with others. It's kind of a time for you to kind of reevaluate yourself and possibly start a fresh new life for yourself going into maybe 2019. It's also a time for family. You're going to focus a lot on family and possibly career. If you're a career-minded person, I see a lot in regards to career, a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, a lot of opportunities on the horizon. I see a lot of places, a lot of things that you could invest in, a lot of places where you could put your money into and possibly see a lot in return. I see things happening in your favor. I see your hard work paying off, especially in regards to money and career. If you are a family-minded person, I see the same for you. I see abundance. I see growth. I see stability. I see family coming together in support of one another. And that is a good thing, especially when you have Five of Wands as one of your obstacles. Because you may have times where there is tension amongst family, friends, loved ones. But if you learn to communicate appropriately and I want to say put your foot down when it's meant, when it's the best time to do so, I do see that the end result will be in your favor, definitely. One more thing about the Queen of Cups. I swear, this card keeps popping up for you, and I really do feel that for a lot of you, it's saying it's not time for you to sit back and wait for things to happen around you. It's time for you to stand up and walk that path that you want to walk for you to get what you want. It's time to put things into motion. It's time to act, We do feel content with the status quo. We don't like change because change is uncomfortable. But this may be the year that you have to look at being a bit more uncomfortable so you could get to where you want to go. That uncomfortable feeling won't last forever. It's just uncomfortable when it's new territory. But once you break through those barriers, it won't be new anymore. You become familiar with it and you can conquer anything you want. So definitely make those moves. It's not a time to sit back and let the universe mold everything around you. It's time to put in your request and make it happen, All right, Libra, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and definitely for subscribing. I love connecting with you guys. Thank you so much. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so because I will have more of these videos in the future. Thank you once again, and you will see me soon.